gonna go see what's upstairs. I'll catch up with you. I'm Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank, and this is Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. Buying a place of your own is often marked with a sense of accomplishment and trepidation as well. You're going to be asking yourself questions such as, is this place big enough for us? Is it too big? Is the school district right for our kids? Is the neighborhood even safe? And those questions are kind of important, but if you're a reef junkie, there's really only going to be one thing on your mind, which is, how big of a fish tank can I fit in this place? Now, yeah, you want to answer that question, and here's some other tips for buying places when you're a reef junkie. One big thing to be concerned about is the floor going to hold the weight of the tank? Now, for those of you that are buying a house on a solid slab, you don't have much to worry about unless your tank is overly large. We're talking 600 gallons, 1,000 gallons plus. The rest of us are likely buying a house that has a crawl space like mine here. Now, if you're looking at a house and it's a crawl space house, here's what you want to look for. You want to get an idea of which way the floor joists run in the home so that you can spread the load across as many joists as possible. Let me show you what I mean. Ideally, the tank would sit perpendicular to these floor joists. This way, I'm spreading the load across 1, 2, ideally 3 or more joists if possible. Contrast that with a tank that's sitting parallel to these joists. All the load of the tank might be taken up by 1, maybe 2 joists. The more floor joists that can take the load of the tank, the less likely that you're going to have a floor failure. Now, when in doubt, you can always shore up the floor with jacks or beams, and it doesn't hurt to call a structural engineer in your area, have them come out and inspect the home and tell you how much weight the floor can hold. The last thing you want to deal with is a tank that comes crashing through the floor or a floor that settles, stresses your tank, and causes it to fail. Saltwater tanks require electricity to run, and if you're building a big saltwater tank, it's likely going to take a lot of electricity to run. Therefore, find the home's electrical panel and look to make sure that you have open circuits available. This way you can run dedicated lines straight to your fish tank. This is a good idea because you don't want something tripping the circuit that the tank is on and taking down your whole system. For example, if somehow the tank was on the same circuit as the kitchen, something trips in the kitchen, it's going to take your tank down. What you want to do is have an electrician come in, fill up these circuits with dedicated lines straight to your tank. Where's that Tesla battery when I need it? Check the TDS, or total dissolved solids, of the tap water in the home. High TDS is going to burn through filters quicker in your RODI system, which is going to cost you more in the long run. How do you check the TDS? It's really simple. Grab yourself a clean cup like this one, come over to the tap, fill it up with water, then grab one of these. This is a handheld TDS meter that you can pick up for a couple bucks, and there's a link where you can get one. Once you got your TDS meter, grab it and stick it in the water. This will give you an instant TDS reading of the water that just came out of the tap. Low TDS is better. High TDS is going to burn through the membranes quicker in your RODI unit and cost you more in the long run. Now remember, if you're looking at a home that's run off well water, you want to be particularly cognizant of this because high TDS is going to cost you in the long run. Another important factor to keep in mind when you're looking at buying houses is the tank even going to fit inside the house? You want to make sure that the door frames are wide enough to accommodate the tank size that you're looking at. Also, if you're having to take the tank down any stairs or up and around the deck where there's any railing, you want to make sure that the tank is going to fit. Here's a look at a tank build that I did where the tank width was ultimately dictated by this door frame. We only had 30 inches to work with, so we had to shrink the tank size to make sure it would fit. And we had to take out some of the railing on the back deck to get the tank down into this door. It's very important. You can't mess with physics. If there's not enough space to get it through, it's simply not going to get through. Unless, of course, you want to take out a window and rent a forklift and put it through that way. Easiest way to do it, easiest tank move that you'll ever do. Buying a place of your own doesn't have to be stressful. Use these tips and make it really easy on yourself. And remember, you'll forget about the house, but you'll never forget the reef tank. I'm Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank. This has been Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. Till next time, have a good one, enjoy your tanks, happy home hunting, and know your tank personality. I think I found some pulsing xenia under there. I'm gonna have to fumigate this place.